Hi, I'm Brittany, and I'm a part of Atlas Copco's Automation Investigation Unit. We're a team of trained professionals constantly seeking the truth in what our automated solutions can do for you. Here at Atlas Copco, our application center is solving problems with turnkey automated solutions. In this series, we'll bring you along as we investigate what it takes to solve diverse problems that arise in manufacturing by utilizing automation. Today, I'm in our Automation Development Center in Auburn Hills with our test engineer, John Truckin. Our Automation Development Center is a dedicated area that allows us to test potential applications for our customers. John recently conducted a multitude of feasibility tests using a FANUC Scara robot for bolt tightening applications by request of one of our customers. For these specific tests, our customer wanted to understand more about the efficiency of the robot with a big focus on speed and precision. John, can you start by explaining the scope and the objectives of your tests?
Absolutely, Brittany. So basically, here we have a tool on the end of a robot, and anybody can throw a tool on the end of a robot and have it go from point A to point B. But the major question is, how do we actually get the bolt from wherever the bolt is to where the bolt needs to go in the part? And an answer to that question is our vacuum pickup right here. So right here we have a vacuum generator, and here we have our vacuum socket. And with this, we're able to pick up the bolt and carry it to wherever it needs to go. So we wanted to test out to make sure that not only could this vacuum pickup pick up a bolt and carry it where it needed to go, but that we could do it at high speeds.
What kind of speeds did you reach?
2,800 millimeters per second is what the Scara can handle, and that's how fast we went.
That sounds great. What kind of equipment did you use for these tests?
Yeah, so here we have an SDR 61120. We've got our vacuum generator and a vacuum socket, both custom. Here we've got the FANUC Scara robot. This is a 20 kg 4-axis robot. And then I made up a plate and a pickup plate, which is representative of an actual presenter, where the bolt would be presented by the presenter for the robot to come over and pick it up.
What kind of customer applications do you see this working well with?
I see it working really well with a customer application where maybe a bolt isn't going to work with something like our screw feeder line. This allows for us to not have to shoot the bolt. We can just go and pick it up from a presenter. The vacuum will hold the bolt regardless of how fast we're going. It'll maintain and then be able to tighten it down somewhere. So anywhere that we need a bolt to go from a presenter to a part, this will work. And like I said, if a screw feeder application won't work here, then this will work perfectly.
What's a big benefit for using a Scara robot over, say, a traditional industrial cell or a collaborative robot?
Well, the Scara here is only 4-axis, so it's actually going to be able to reach speeds much faster. When you have a 6-axis, it's got to maintain more joints moving around, so it's going to have different accelerations. It's not going to be able to reach that max speed. So the point of a Scara is that you're just going to be able to go from point A to point B much faster, but you do lose out on the rotational aspects of a 6-axis robot. In terms of a cobot, on the other hand, cobots are not even going to be anywhere near the speed of an industrial robot.
You mentioned a little bit about testing vacuum versus magnetic pickup. Can you expand on how you conducted those tests and what were your findings?
Yeah, for sure. So with vacuum pickup, let me start off by saying the major difference between a vacuum pickup and a magnetic. For vacuum, we're using air, sucking air through a nozzle on the end of the socket, and that's actually holding the bolt in place. A magnetic is obviously just a magnet in the socket instead, and that's what's holding the bolt in place. We found that the vacuum socket was not only a lot stronger, but it allows for more diversity in how you want to determine if a bolt's been captured, for example. If the vacuum pickup doesn't pick up the bolt, you're going to have very low pressure because it's just sucking air. And you can read that pressure with a gauge and know, I didn't get the bolt. I need to go back and get it again. So we can program the robot, if it fails, go and try again and try to pick it up. And if it continues to fail, then we can have it react accordingly. Whereas magnetic, there's no way for it to know if it's picked up the bolt without using additional equipment outside somewhere else, to like vision, for example. In terms of holding the bolt, the vacuum and the magnetic were both able to hold the bolt from point A to point B using the Scara robot.
So in your opinion, what are the key takeaways from conducting these tests?
Yeah, so on this particular test, we were not only able to prove that we were able to hold the bolt, but able to move at extreme speeds of 2,800 millimeters per second without losing any of the bolts. Furthermore, we did testing on how much weight we could hold on the end of the socket. We had a bolt with weights on the end of it. We were able to hold up to almost 2 pounds before it even fell.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to educate us on the Scara robot and all the testing that you've been conducting. When you partner with Atlas Copco, you get full access to our world-class application center. This includes from concept, where you can utilize our team of highly trained professionals to conduct testing, feasibility studies, simulations, programming, and more specific to your application. We're always looking for new challenges and applications to investigate and expand on our knowledge and capabilities. Stay tuned for updates on our progress, and don't forget to check back in for more exciting updates in the world of tightening-centric robotics. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, have a great day.